Hello and welcome to today's tech tutorial on Seesaw. This will show you kind of how a quick jump start to get Seesaw going. And this is specifically designed for Alisal Teachers. Please keep in mind that you can pause or rewind this at any time. I'm going to go kind of fast through this, and it's just going to cover the basics. The other thing I'd like you to know is, why do I need to use Seesaw? Well, Seesaw is a great tool to be able to get information back and forth to students. So let's just kind of jump in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click that I'm a teacher, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in with Google. Of course, you just have to be patient because, as you know, things take a while to pop up. And so go ahead and put your login information in there. The next thing that it should do is kick you over to the portal. So here I'm at the portal. I'm just going to put my information again in here. At tech@alisal.org, and then of course my password. Hopefully that's correct, and we're going to sign in. It's waiting to access our account, and so it's going to go ahead and authenticate. Of course, if this doesn't work the first time, simply try closing down the app and trying it again. So once we're in here, we're going to go ahead and hit allow, and it's going to load. And we should be good to go. We are now signed in, hopefully, to Seesaw. When I log in, it gives me a quick tutorial. I can kind of slide through this and read this at your leisure. Hopefully you're following along with me on your own iPad. So let's go ahead and click Create Our Class. The first thing we're going to do is name our class. So I'm going to call it All Stars. And I'm going to set my grade. Today I'm a first grade teacher. Okay, so I'm going to hit the green check mark at the top. So how do we want our students to sign in? We're going to want them to sign in with scanning a QR code. It's very simple for students to log in. Next thing I can do is add my students' names. Of course, I can do this now. I can also do it later if I would like to. It doesn't take too long to enter them in. But again, you can either do this now or later. I'm going to do 2 more here, and then I'm going to be good to go. Okay, so I'm good for now, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the check mark, and it is now creating our class. So students are going to go ahead and get a printout like this, which you will be able to send to your email. All right, so now we're good to go. Do I want notifications on? That's up to you. It depends how much you use it. Notifications can be good when students turn in items. So I'm going to go ahead and notify me. So you can see here, this is when I log in, I can see nothing here. There's a few things that I want to show you right away. First of all, if you see the lechuga up there, the lettuce, if I click on that, this is how I get to my options and my settings, my menu. So I can see notifications. I can go back, I can add an item, but I want to kind of jump down to the first managed class because there's a few things I want to point out to you. Number 1, most of us are in a one-to-one environment, so therefore we are going to want to change right away student sign-in mode from shared devices to one-to-one devices. Yes, we are one-to-one devices. Shared mode is great if you only have a limited amount of devices for your classroom, but if you're one-to-one, that's definitely the way to go. If I need to add more students, again, I can see my manage students, and I can add my students. You can see each of the students is given a cute little icon, which if I want to, I can change by tapping on the icon, and I can choose a different icon, or I can actually go ahead and use a photo, which you can see here at the bottom. Okay, and I'm hitting the blue arrows to get back. So you can see here some of my settings. A few ones that I want to make sure are on are, number 1, enable item editing. That means if I send kind of students my Blackline Masters, they're able to access it right away. Another one that you want to think about is enable parent access. Do you want parents to be able to see their own students and only their own students' work? That's a simply turn on and off. I would encourage you to keep that on. And so you can see some more options under there. Class blogs you might set up later, but I would encourage you to show folders per both teachers and students. Think of this as like an inbox, and maybe I'm only going to start with a few folders. So how am I going to keep my stuff organized? Right here. So let's say I want 3 folders in the beginning. The first one I want is math, which I'm going to make blue, Again, both teachers and students, the way I set it up, can add stuff to this folders. The second one, I'm going to do red, and that's going to be just language arts. You can kind of go back and edit folders later if you'd like to. The third one I'm going to do is ELD. And that can be it for now. Again, to go back, I hit the back button. So here are my settings. Again, this is just a really quick overview into settings. I can also, if I want to, invite teachers to be co-teachers. So now here I'm in my settings. So let's go ahead and go back right here to be able to add an item. So if I can add an item, teachers can add items on behalf of students. So these are the type of items I can add. I can add a photo, I can add a video, a drawing from my camera roll, or a note. So let's go ahead and let's try to add a photo. And I'm going to go ahead and add just a selfie in the beginning, figure out where my camera is, center my head, and going to add a selfie. So now I can annotate on here just to give you a few examples. So I can actually type text, and I can put my name here, Mr. Cogswell. If my emojis are turned on, I could add an emoji if I want to. That's going to kind of go down at the bottom here. I can also draw on here and record at the same time. So right here, I could just say hello, and I could go ahead and record. So as I'm recording, I can go ahead and remember this could be not just recording myself, but this could be recording, for example, me explaining what I did for math. This could be me recording or reading a paper that I had just taken pictures of. There's many different options for recording. Now you can notice I am done, and in a second I'm going to hit the green check mark up here. It's going to convert my video. If I want to, I can play it and I can preview it. When I'm ready, I'm going to hit the green check mark again. Now for teachers and students, once I hit that green check mark, there's two different options. For teachers, it's going to let me know who I want to share it with. Do I want to share it with a particular student, or do I want to share it with everyone? It'll also give me an option for which folder I can put it into, which makes it much easier for organization. After it adds it to the folder, it's going to show up in everybody's stream like Facebook. Everybody can see it, they can copy it, they can edit it if they want to. I can click on the different people and see the items they put in. Now, beyond that, that's again my class feed. I can also look at the calendar view, which lets me look at items by the date they were added. That's also very handy. So the two places I can add it are the green button in the top right, or clicking on the lettuce and clicking add an item, my icon. Now the question is, how do I get my class code? So in order to get my class code, I click on it and I can either show the class code, and students can hold up their iPads in class. Probably the better way to do that is not just have the student show it in class. Rather, I want to just send it directly to email. So I'm going to click on the lettuce, I'm going to click class code, get class code poster, and it should send me a copy right to my email. Check your spam if you need to. So that's about it. Remember, Seesaw lets you get work back and forth. If you're stuck or you're lost, remember to click on your icon in the top left-hand corner, which will get you to your settings and your menu. If you need any other support, please feel free to email us at edtech@alisal.org. Remember, you can go back and watch this video as many times as you like. Thanks for watching and have a great day.